Hey there people, it's Playing Karma here. So today I was told to make a video on the tech I found yesterday night, known as Arsene storage. It's a bit of a surreal tech, I'll say. But I was first told to go on about Arsene cancelling, which is a big part of this first. So Arsene cancelling is a frame-perfect tech, where if the rebellion gauge fills and you buffer, and if you doing an option on the same frame, it will instead do that option. As you can see there, it was delayed by 31 frames because that's how Arsene works for some reason. So let me just demonstrate what happens if you do it normally. It comes out, says hi, does that amazing flex. That's what Arsene does. As you can see. But if you're absolutely stupid like me, you'll do this instead. Buffer an option, and it says Arsene comes out there because he can, I guess. You could also do jump, which is what I normally do. You could also do initial dash, which is really fun. You get stored by 31 frames, or something. He just comes out. So that's Arsene cancelling. For Arsene storage, it's a bit more interesting. I'll do an aerial one first. So it's just going to come down, get out my aerial, get Arsene ready, and then when I hit the ground, go to landing lag, buffer jump. But then Arsene will come out there instead. That's known as Arsene storage. You can execute this through a bunch of different ways. For example, I'll just go 9% forward smash. For example, he will come out during the move, I think. Yes, he will. There we go. He comes out on the 31st frame of forward smash because he can, and now he's just gonna act normally. I will note there are no setbacks at all. Arsene comes out with zero interruption at all. There is an interesting action with moves and stuff that are lower than 31 frames. For example, jab 1, put in Arsene. At the end of the move, he'll pop out with zero interruption. As you can see, it's kind of choppy. In fact, let's just do a frame event on that. This just tells the Joker's an unfinished character because he's so silly. So Arsene will come out any second now. There he is. Then he just does this like flex animation, but the second we go to idle, he just kind of goes back to normal. I don't know why this happens. It just does. It's Smash Bros. Let's be real. But as you can see, however, if we do this near the end of a move, like I am here, instead you can store Arsene through this instead. Circumventing it, but I did that too early. Let's just say last few frames of forward smash, and then he'll just come out like that. It's much less frames though, but it's cool. Now through Arsene storage you could do some very interesting things, like I'm about to demonstrate a grappling hook. If you go up with that, grab him. Now normally, if you do this while the rebellion gauge is filling up, you'll get the Arsene flex animation, as I've got to show here. You get stopped by that. However, with Arsene cancelling, we can avoid this. We can just say no to it, because Smash Bros. So, here we go. Gotta grab Rosalina here. Fill up the rebellion gauge here, because we're obviously replicating the conditions that would happen in this case. So that's gonna happen. Jump cancel it, and there we go. We just did an Arsene cancel to fix grappling hook, because grappling hook should be better than this. Why do we have Rings of Rebellion anyway? We could just do that. That's terrible. I'm bad at Smash, sorry. Go away. Now you can also do the Arsene cancelling with return as well. So let's just get Arsene out. And then take the damage and buffer jump. Arsene will try to jump, but then you'll just realise that his time's actually up, so it's just going to go away. Because Smash Bros. return cancelling is exactly the same as Arsene cancelling. There's no storage involved. Tried to store, but it just doesn't work. Because reasons. It just straight up doesn't work. Arsene will just go away like 3 frames later or something. He just doesn't want to be here. As I'll just show. If I take my hands off the CL button, because that would be very helpful. So just go do this, and then Arsene just goes away. There's no storage, so. But if we do this instead, we will get the storage off because Smash Bros. I'm not going to buffer jump here like I did before. Instead, I'm just going to let the landing lag happen, and Arsene just comes out for some reason. Yeah, you don't get any interruptions there either. It's just 0 lag. So you can either let Arsene come out after the landing lag, or you can buffer jump, and Arsene will come out there instead. The use for this, well, you could just okay, just my mind's going blank for a second. I don't like that. But basically, with the uses, you can technically extend the time that you have Arsene out for, because generally you'll get Arsene at some very inconvenient times. For example, like if you're landing like the opponent's in the air, well, getting Arsene will probably waste a second or 2. But if you do this, you can get Arsene, press advantage. With Arsene cancelling, I think that's going to have a lot of potential because there's a lot of times where people's combos get screwed up because of Arsene. In fact, like his final hit of up air actually it drops loops sometimes, stuff like that. But generally, this will stop one part of the issue. Arsene cancelling will allow you to just not have to deal with that because it's just not fun, is it? So as you can see, good stuff happens. That was Arsene storage, by the way. Arsene storage is basically where you delay Arsene through an action. Arsene cancelling is cancelling the persona animation specifically. So I don't really know how this works at all. Like, it just seems like Arsene just comes out 31 frames later if you're in an unavoidable animation. That's what I've realised. So something like hit stun, get up attack, stuff like that will delay Arsene as well. All a bit more specific, but let's just do that here. So, rally engage is filled, going to do a get up attack, and Arsene will come out during that, which is a lot quicker than usual actually. I don't understand why that happened. So like let's say ledge jump. So we're going to do a ledge jump there, and Arsene just going to come out, get the forward air off, stuff like that. So as you can see, there's a lot of things you can do with this. Let's see how dropping off the ledge works then. This is stuff I didn't lab, by the way, so this is going to be like live reaction. So that was interesting. So let's just get rid of Arsene again. I don't know why he does that. So it seems like there's some weird interaction with going off the ledge here. It seems like that just makes the Arsene animation happen. Given the invincibility freeze, that might actually be a useful option, I don't know. So let's just, like that, see, that happens on the first frame. I don't know if you could stop that. Oh. Let's not die. Yeah, I don't think there's any stopping that one. But yeah, as you can see, this is universal. This does not... The only thing I've noticed that this doesn't affect is pommel. I don't know why it doesn't affect pommel, but maybe just because there's something there. But generally, anything else will delay Arsene for Arsene storage. Storage through landing lag is my favourite thing so far. I do enjoy doing it like that because, as you can see, out of landing lag like that, you do get that, but you can obviously stop that. You don't have to put up with this anymore. Buffer jump, there we go, it's all over. Or you just buffer any other option I mentioned before. Absolutely nothing stops this deck. Viability-wise, as I said before, as long as you understand the rebellion gauge, you should be able to get that working. So in training mode, it's hard to replicate because there's the timer and everything, but I'll go to 65% because that's generally when the gauge is almost full. 75-ish is usually when it's filled. So let's just say, there we go. So let's just wait a bit. And we can execute the Arsene cancels and stuff through that. You'll notice that the gauge does fill at a specific interval if you watch in the corner. For example, take 1%. You can see how it's filling. So now, it's almost full. I believe that's about it. Roughly here. As you see, a buffer jumped there, did a jump, and then that delayed Arsene by 31 frames. But obviously you could extend that through like landing lag, through aerials and stuff, storing that stuff. That will generally help you execute your Arsene storage. So yeah, like you can do Arsene storage or Arsene cancelling, whatever, whichever one suits your fancy. Nothing. So yeah, that's about it really. I hope that some people could lab this out, because I do feel that this is a potentially very viable tech. But obviously it's up to people who believe it has potential to work. As I showed before, the grappling hook thing, I really love the grappling hook thing. It's really fun. I pulled it off in a game one time, and it was so funny. I just wanted to show it again because I love it. But yeah, that's the first thing I found relating to this. Then is the EHR, which I think I showed before. I'll just show it again anyway. Set Arsene. That has potential for combos, I think. Like that one, that could be air dodged. You could also jump out of that one. That's just a frame trap though. And frame traps are cool. But like you could potentially get some combos off EHR with that. See, that's just the leads there. If anyone wants to lab it out, then by all means, please send me your results, because I'm really interested in it. Anyway, this is Play 1 Karma. Goodbye.